Webb will work from the shotgun this time. Looks to throw, throws deep down the field, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Two Eudora players in the pattern in the same area, Cleveland and Bagwell. There's only one Ottawa defender, but the pass was overthrown by Webb. Nobody picked up Cleveland out of the backfield. Webb under center with the I formation behind him. Webb will keep off the right side, and he gets it out to around the 20 for a gain of 5. Third and 5 for the Cardinals. Forget the high school football scoreboard show comes your way tonight at 10 o'clock. Webb out of the shotgun once again. Pyle to his right. Webb will run, and he'll be brought down in the backfield. And a good play there by Cord Ferguson. That'll force a punting situation for the Cardinals. Raff will drop back deep. Good snap. Left-footed kick is blocked. And that ball is going to roll out of bounds at the 3-yard line. The punter, Jared Ireland, I think, just kicked it right into the back of his blocking back. But Ottawa has it first and goal at the 4-yard line. Let's see if the Cyclones can take advantage of the opportunity here. First down and goal. Gettard will hand it off to Oliver. He's hitting behind the line, and he won't get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. And that's forward progress. Looked like they could have marked him farther back than that. So loss of 1, second and goal from the 5. Ottawa's had a bit of problem scoring once they get into the red zone this year. Thinking back to the DeSoto game when they had a first and goal at the 2 and couldn't get in. High in the backfield. Gettard will roll right, look to throw. Looking, has time, now throws it up for grabs. The pass is over the head of Evan Meacham, incomplete. Meacham was open in the end zone, but the pass is a little overthrown. That'll stop the clock with 13.4 seconds to play in the period. Lutz will come in for the Cyclones. He replaces Maxwell. Shotgun formation. Both receivers will go left. Blitz being shown. Gettard to throw, throws, and the pass is thrown behind Meacham, incomplete. Now a fourth and goal. Cyclones set up deep in Eudora territory after a blocked punt. Gettard's going to work from under center. We'll go trip receivers right. Schaefer, the only man left. Gettard under pressure, throws it up for grabs. The pass is going to be incomplete off the hand of Ryan Maxwell, and Eudora will take over on downs, and the Cyclones miss a golden opportunity. That time Eudora sent the blitz. Getter didn't have much time. First and 10 Cardinals at their own 5. This should be the last play of the first period. Shotgun formation. Webb has Cleveland next to him. Webb will keep it himself. Got a block from Cleveland. Breaks a tackle and now breaks into the open. He's to the 30, 40. He's to midfield. He is going to go down the sideline. And check that as Pyle, who took the direct snap. That is Chris Pyle going 95 yards for a Eudora touchdown. They ran it from the Wildcat. Pyle took the direct snap. Got a fine block from Cleveland, and there was nobody else on that side. Cardinals will come up going for 2. Rolling is Webb, looking into the end zone, has a man wide open. Cleveland completes the 2-point conversion, and that is also the last play of the first quarter. At the end of 1 here from Steve Grogan Stadium, Eudora 22, Ottawa nothing. Second quarter coming your way in 1 minute. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
The staff at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home is there to serve you with care and professionalism, offering traditional funeral services, cremation services, and funeral pre-planning at a time that is always difficult, providing your family the world-class service the hometown folks like you deserve. The Lamb Roberts Funeral Home will help you personally design a meaningful celebration of remembrance. Call Greenwood Roberts Funeral Home in Overbrook or Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa and Baldwin to assist you in honoring your loved one's life.
After being with our bank for 10 years, they started charging us to use our debit card.
Charging us to use our own money.
So we switched to Arvest Bank. Using their debit cards is free.
Just like the checking account, it's free too.
We can bank on our phone or online. Their branches are open from 7 to 7.
And Arvest's overdraft fee is about half what our old bank charged.
So we get free checking.
That's actually free.
Arvest Bank still has free checking, and you can too. Stop by a branch or sign up at arvest.com. $100 minimum to open. Member FDIC.
Second quarter of play, Eudora up 22-0, scoring on the final play of the period, a 95-yard run by the senior tailback, Chris Pyle. Becker will kick it off. Knuckleball kick that Oliver will field at the 15. Oliver to the 25 and out to the 30 before he slips as he went to make a cut. Cyclones will have it at their own 30. Just had a 14-point turnaround right there because Cyclones looked like they were ready to score, and Eudora held them on 4 and out. And then on the first play from scrimmage, Pyle with the 95-yard run. Pyle right now has well over 200 yards in just 1 quarter. Shotgun formation for the Cyclones. Clint Spears is in the backfield, and we have early movement. Otto will be called for a false start. Like the senior guard, James Peoples, that moved early. Pyle has scored on runs of 83 and 95 yards. He's also picked up a 47-yard run. So just in those 3 runs, 225 yards. Now, other than that, the Cyclones have done a pretty decent job on him, but boy, you can't give up those kind of yardage on the 3 plays that he has good ones. Gettert hands it off to Oliver, reverses his field. Oliver back to the original line of scrimmage, and then is wrestled out of bounds after he was already down. 6-yard pickup for Oliver brings up 2nd down and 9. Ottawa's got to do a better job of controlling the line of scrimmage. So far, they have not done a good job here tonight. Pitch back, and that hits the helmet of Spears, and Oliver was able to come up with it, but he loses yardage back to the 27. Schaefer comes back into the game. Zach Dillard will come into the lineup as well. Down and along 12. Empty backfield. Gettert has time, looks, down the flat, has his man. Catch made by Meacham, but far short of a first down. Gain of 7. 4th down and about 6. So far, no indication that Ottawa's going to punt it, but now they do go into punt formation. Nobody back deep for Eudora. Now late, Holland will drop back. Gettert gets the kick away, a line drive kick that's going to bounce the 25, roll down inside the 10, and roll dead the 7 or 8 yard line. So another fine kick by Connor Gettert. 58-yard punt with no return, but poor field position has not deterred the Eudora Cardinals here tonight. They'll start at the 8. They already have drives of 85, 97, and 95 yards. .32 to play before half. Eudora on top, 22-0. Bagwell comes right as the receiver. Seawright is the receiver to the left. Pyle on the handoff, gets it out across the 10 to about the 11. Drake Whalen, Caden Schaefer in on the tackle. Being on the play of 3, 2nd and 7. Chris Pyle and the 200-plus yards he has already in this ball game. He's also gone over the 1,000-yard mark on the season. Came into the game with 857 yards. Actually getting close to the 1,100-yard mark now. And we have a whistle, and we have a timeout. Timeout with 9:52 to play in the first half. Eudora leads it 22-0. The Cardinals take a timeout. We'll take it with them for 60 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
After an accident, you want to know that your car will be repaired properly, and you'd like to be back driving that vehicle as quickly as possible. Call the collision repair experts at CarStar at 242-8916. CarStar in downtown Ottawa has the most trained shop around and even recently received the Presidential Platinum Award voted by their customers. They will get your repair done on time, and they'll guarantee their repair with a nationwide lifetime warranty. So if you find yourself in an accident, call CarStar at 242-8916.
Bones Transportation, proud to be a sponsor of Ottawa High School football on KOFO tonight. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. KOFO is pleased to bring you local sports as it happens on KOFO and invites you to also tune in for the latest news and weather every day. Plus, be sure and check out the KOFO website at KOFO.com for current obituaries, county and city commission meetings, what's happening on the police scanner, and so much more. KOFO, 1220 Country.
Eudora uses his final timeout of the half. Out of the Wildcat, Pyle gets the direct handoff, breaks it against the grain. Penalty flag is down. Pyle has a first down out across the 20. Let's check the flag. holding against Eudora. That'll be a half the distance foul from the spot. They push the ball back to around the 6-yard line, where it will be second down and about 12. This time, Webb will look to throw, throws it down the field. The pass is going to be picked off by Ryan Maxwell. Maxwell to the 15, Maxwell to the 10, Maxwell into the end zone, touchdown Ottawa. Webb kind of threw that one up for grabs, and Maxwell read it beautifully, and he was able to get into the end zone for the touchdown. There's an official's timeout on the field. Looks like they're talking things over with the captain. Cyclones will go for 2. Getter to work with an empty backfield. Looking to throw across the middle, has Caden Schaefer, and he's in for 2. Timeout on the field with 9:30 to play in the first half. The score is Eudora 22, Ottawa 8. We're back with a kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Carswell Automotive is Franklin County's only certified auto repair shop. What's that mean to you? That means that you'll have the peace of mind knowing that all the work completed on your vehicle at Carswell Automotive comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide guarantee. Carswell Automotive is also an Automotive Service Association member and adheres to a strict code of ethics. So when you bring your vehicle in for repair, you can be assured that you will receive quality work at a reasonable price. Carswell Automotive, where quality is their specialty, at 2146 South Elm Street.
Ryan Maxwell with the interception return for the touchdown. I think we had it at 27 yards. We'll try to check that to make sure. 2-point conversion pass from Connor Getter to Caden Schaefer, and Ottawa's on the board with 9:30 to play in the first half. Tomorrow evening we have Ottawa University football for you as the Braves take on the Sterling Warriors. Homecoming game from Peoples Bank Field. Warriors with just one conference loss, while Ottawa still unbeaten in the KCAC. Kickoff is 6 o'clock. Our pregame, Bob Johnson and Casey Wheeler, begins at 5:15. Zach Williams will kick it away. Short kick. And over the head of the up back, and it's going to be picked up at the 19-yard line. And let's see who's got that. It's Pyle, and Pyle gets it out across the 35 to around the 38. Eudora will start there. They lead by 14. Next week, Ottawa on the road up at Santa Fe Trail against the Chargers. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 pregame with Coach Mark Bergen here on 1220 Country. Webb under center. The lone running back is Cleveland. Handoff Cleveland, and the big fullback gets it across the 40 out to near the 43-yard line. Corey Peoples was the first to hit him, but Cleveland, who goes 191 pounds on about a 6'3" frame, he is a load to bring down. He came into the game with 365 yards on the season and a 5.4 yards per carry average. He picked up 5 right there, 2nd and 5. in Cleveland off the left guard. He gets it out across the 45 to near the 46. Ferguson and Whalen in on the stop. 3rd down and 3. Here's a big play for the Ottawa defense. If they could force Eudora into a punting situation. So far, the offense has not moved the ball particularly effectively, but Piles in the backfield this time. He's the deep man in the eye. He gets the handoff straight at the middle, big hole, and he breaks into the open once again. He's to the 30, Pile to the 25, and Ryan Maxwell will have to wrestle him down at the 16. That was a 40-yard run by Chris Pile. Boy, he just hit that hole so quickly. Webb on 1st down will keep it himself off the right side, has a blocker in front of him. He's to the 10, Webb to the 5, he is in, touchdown Eudora. Well, it did not take long for the Cardinals to answer the Cyclone touchdown. Bagwell will attempt the extra point. Cardinals have gone for 2 on the first 3 scores. This time they will try to kick it. Webb will hold. And the kick is up. And it is good. Timeout on the field with 7:41 to play before halftime. The score is now Eudora 29, Ottawa 8. And we'll be back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
I could give you many reasons why you should shop at Country Mart in Ottawa. But one of the main reasons is because of what Gary and Cindy Jones give back to our community. The Ottawa Country Mart is always supporting area organizations and activities, always sponsoring community events and giving scholarships to area students. Yes, you can buy groceries other places in Ottawa, but will you find the community support that you find at Ottawa Country Mart? Country Mart, your locally owned hometown grocery store in South Ottawa.
62-yard drive by the Cardinals. And Derek Webb on the quarterback keeper going 15 yards for the score. Zach Bagwell adds the extra point. 29-8 with 7:41 to play in the first half. Bagwell will kick it off. Oliver and Graff are back deep for the Cyclones. Short kick by Bagwell to the far side. Graff fields at the 22. Taylor gets it out across the 30. And the tackle made by Marcus Hill. Spot is just shy of the 31. 1st and 10, Ottawa. High formation in the backfield. Looks like Ottawa's going 2 receivers left with a tight end right. Inside handoff to Schaefer. Schaefer gets it out across the 32, and a late flag is thrown. Actually, a couple of flags. And a personal foul against Eudora. So evidently the Cardinals got there a little late. That'll push the ball all the way to the Cyclone 48, 1st and 10. Motion Oliver. He'll get the ball on the reverse. And he has no place to go. He's going to lose yardage back to the 45. Derek Webb came up to make the initial stop. He was not fooled at all by the reverse. Clock inside, 7 minutes to play, first half. Receivers each side. Flag is thrown, and Ottawa with a false start. Now 2nd and 18, back at the 40. Gettard looks to throw. Across the middle, has Meacham at the 50. Meacham breaks the tackle, has the first down inside the 40-yard line. So the Cyclones needed 18. They got 21. 1st and 10 at the 39. Twins each side. Gettard looking deep down the field for Graff, and the pass is intercepted by Webb. Webb at the 6-yard line. Flag is thrown. That'll be a block in the back. And now a late flag thrown by the referee. Gettard's pass was just a little underthrown. Graff had broken free, but the pass picked off by Derek Webb. Now the officials will confer. There were 2 separate penalties on the play. Webb's return took it out to the 22 before he was out of bounds. Block in the back against Eudora. Dead ball, personal foul on Ottawa. They will mark off the penalty against Eudora and then mark it off the other direction against Ottawa. The block in the back occurred at the 10-yard line. Now what this should be is a half the distance penalty against Eudora back to the 5, and then a 15-yard mark off that would take it to the 20. But I have to say I've been wrong before about this type of thing. So they will mark it back to the 5 on the half the distance, and now they go the other direction on the personal foul penalty on Ottawa, and that will take it out to the 20, and that's where Eudora will have the football following the turnover. Webb will work from under center. Eye behind him is Cleveland and Pyle, who've gone all the way at the backs. Hand off to Pyle off the right side. Gets it across the 25. Picks up about 6 yards. Pyle went off the right tackle. 2nd down and 4 as the clock inside 5.5 to play here in the first half. Eudora leads Ottawa 29-8. Hand off inside to Cleveland, and Cleveland gets the first down and much more across the 35, and took 3 Cyclones to bring him down. That young man is a load. on the play of 12, 1st and 10 for Eudora at their own 38-yard line. To throw Webb, looking under pressure, now rolls away from it. There's a face mask against Ottawa, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Seawright. Ferguson got in on the quarterback, but he grabbed a hold of the face mask. In fact, it's a holding penalty. It looked to me like Webb's head had been turned, but instead the penalty goes against Eudora. Flag was thrown back at the 30, so that'll be a big mark-off. Well, to this point, Woody Hayes' old adage about there's not much that can go right when you throw the football applying to Eudora so far here tonight. They've had one picked off and returned for a touchdown, and then the holding penalty there moves it all the way back to the 20 and brings up first down at 28. Wildcat formation. Pyle on the direct snap. Slips and falls as he went to make a cut. Picks up about 3 out to the 23. He was looking to reverse his field. 2nd and 25. Regionals for volleyball and cross country tomorrow, and Ottawa hosting both the volleyball tournament and the cross country meet. We'll tell you more about it at halftime. Again, Wildcat formation. Pyle looking to get around the left side, and he'll be hit and stopped for no gain. Good pursuit by Ottawa that time. Whalen was there, Ferguson was there, also Mickey Jensen. 3rd and long for the Cardinals. Webb's going to come back into the lineup. Clock continues to run. 3:14 to play in the half. And Eudora up 29-8. And now late player coming into the ball game for Eudora. Webb to throw, throws it up for grabs, and that pass will be incomplete. It was intended for Seawright, and Graff had good coverage. So 4th and long, and Eudora will have to punt it. Ireland, the punter, will stand inside his 15-yard line. Taylor Graff at the Ottawa 45. Low snap, and Ireland can't come up with it, and he's got the drop on it back at the 9-yard line. And again, Ottawa gets a good break on special teams. That was a very poor snap to the right of Ireland. Went off his hands, and all he could do was fall on it. The Cyclones will have it. They'll mark it right at the 10, 1st and goal. Remember earlier, the Cyclones had it 1st and goal at the 4 after a punt was blocked. But Ottawa couldn't score, and then on the first play from scrimmage, Pyle went 95 yards. If Ottawa gets into the end zone here, they get back in the ball game. Empty backfield, 3 receivers right, 2 left. Getter under pressure, throws out in the flat for Maxwell. Made a move, looks to get to the pylon. He's going to be in. Touchdown, Ottawa. The Cyclones score on one play. Ottawa will go for 2 here. Again, empty backfield. Gettert steps up, throws off the hands of Maxwell, and incomplete. So the 2-point conversion fails. Timeout on the field with 2:40 to play in the half. Score now, Eudora 29, Ottawa 14. We'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy offers so many services, one would wonder why you would even consider going anyplace else. As your local hometown pharmacy, they have free testing meters available, and they will even bring your medications to your door, including diabetic supplies. Kramer Pharmacy, personal services #1. Stop by and visit their pharmacist if you have questions. Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa, and they accept Medicare.
We are your sports source for East Central Kansas, where keeping you informed comes first. KOFO Ottawa.
Cyclones 10-yard touchdown pass, Connor Gettert to Ryan Maxwell. And Ottawa back within 15 at 29-14. Still 2:40 to play here in the half. Wellsville at intermission leading at home tonight against Central Heights. Score there 24-7. A Wellsville win could give the Eagles the district title. Holland and Pyle back deep. They'll kick it Holland's way, and he'll receive it at the 15-yard line. He'll go back the opposite direction, looking for an opening, and he's tripped up on a nice tackle by Trayvon Oliver. And they'll spot him at the 23. Still 2:34 to play in the half, but Eudora has no timeouts remaining. Eudora comes up 1st and 10. The I formation has Hill and Pyle in the backfield behind Webb. Handoff goes to Pyle, and Pyle gets a couple of yards out to the 25. Second down, 8 for Eudora. Cleveland's back into the fullback spot. Webb taking as much time as he can here. Keeps himself, has a nice little hole, gets it out near first down yardage, maybe shy by about a yard. Third down and 2 coming up for Eudora. The clock continues to run. 1:32 to play before halftime. Single wide receiver is Seawright, who goes to the far side. Pyle looks for the first down. Looks like he got it right at the sticks. Maybe got a yard more than that. They'll spot him at the 34, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to measure. Well, there's really no doubt. No, now they'll move the chains. Now they'll start the clock back up. Inside handoff Cleveland. Nice tackle made there by Caden Schaefer as Cleveland got it out to about the 37 for a pickup of 3. Schaefer went low on Cleveland and took his legs out from under him. And now Webb will spike the football, stop the clock with 27 seconds to play, and bring up a third down and about 6. Well, I have to admit, that's somewhat interesting. See what they try here on 3rd down 6. Inside handoff Cleveland, spins away from a tackle, gets the first down across the 45 out to the 46. Clock will stop momentarily as they move the chains with 22 seconds to play before intermission. Let's see if Webb spikes the ball once again. And he will. So that'll stop the clock with 18.8. Ball to 45, 2nd down 10. Webb will keep it and has to dive forward for about 3, and now you would imagine Eudora will just let the clock run out. And they will just walk off the field. So the clock will run out here in the 2nd period. The score here at the half is Eudora 29, Ottawa 14. We're back after this 2-minute break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 Country KOFO.
Hi everyone, Rick Unia, sales manager at Advantage Ford. Advantage Ford is the newest area Ford dealership. You know the quality of the Ford.
After Eudora had stopped the Cyclones on 4 tries from the 4-yard line. Kyle again, this time 95 yards with a touchdown run. Cleveland took the pass from Webb for 2 points. It was 22-0. Eudora at the end of 1 quarter. Cyclones got on the board next as, again, a good punt by Getter pinned Eudora deep in their own territory, and Derek Webb tried to go up top. It was intercepted by Ryan Maxwell, and Ryan Maxwell took it in from 27 yards out. Then Connor Getter found Caden Schaefer for the 2-point conversion, and the score with 9:30 to play in the half was 22-8 Eudora. But the Cardinals came right back. They scored on a 62-yard drive. It was Webb on a quarterback keeper off the right side, scoring from the 15-yard line. Zach Bagwell came in to add the 1-point conversion, 29-8 at that point. But the Cyclones got a break on a bad punt snap, recovered the ball at the 10-yard line on the first play from scrimmage. Getter found Maxwell out in the flats. Ryan made a nice move to deke the defender and went into the end zone for the score. The 2-point conversion pass failed. And that's where we stand here at the half. Eudora 29 and Ottawa 14. We were entertained a little bit ago by the Cyclonette dance team. Now the Ottawa High Band coming out on the field for their final performance of the football season. Here at the half, it is Eudora 29, Ottawa 14, and we'll pause for 2 minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 Country KOFO.
When you're looking for a new car or truck, sometimes you just know it when you see it. That's what happened for Sharon Kearney of Baldwin when she visited Southstar Chrysler in Ottawa.
And I saw it and I liked it, so we pulled in to check it out.
Once she got a closer look, she found there was more that met her eye.
The fact that it had so many safety features, it has lots of leg room, the remote start was a good feature.
It turned out to be the car she wanted.
It was the only one I looked at.
Stop by Southstar Chrysler in Ottawa today and find the car or truck you've been looking for.
October is now Anytober at Subway. Every day, all month long, any regular footlong is a $5 footlong starting at 7 a.m. Any regular footlong, from the steak, egg, and cheese to the mouth-watering turkey breast.
Prices and participation may vary. Plus tax or applicable. Excludes premium sandwiches. Additional charge for extras. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Your home is your castle, and you need to take care of that castle, no matter how big or small it is. So when it's time to call an electrician, why not choose the best? Call the professionals at Performance Electric. They offer service jobs. Maybe you have a remodel, an addition you need to have rewired. Or maybe you have a large farm job and need a large bucket truck. They can do that too. The licensed electricians at Performance Electric can get your job done quickly and correctly. Give them a call today. Performance Electric, 242-5748. Lovemark Diamonds are the world's first and only diamond computer designed for maximum light performance. It has measured beauty you can actually see. The Lovemark Diamond is so unique, it's patented. When picking out a diamond, whether it's for popping the question or to say how much you love her, why not give her what she deserves? A Love Mark diamond from Sutton's Jewelry. Sutton's Jewelry, the home of the Love Mark diamond, open 10 to 6 Tuesday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in downtown Ottawa.
Back here at Steve Grogan Stadium, where the Cyclones trail at the half, 29-14. Other games in the area tonight are KOFO Game of the Week up at Wellsville. Bob Johnson's up there to bring you the Wellsville Eagles and the Central Heights Vikings in 3A district play. Both teams came in 1-0 in the district. Wellsville still undefeated on the season, and the Eagles were on top in that one, 24-7 at intermission as they go for their 8th win in a row. That game can be heard at KOFO.com. Just log on to www.kofo.com. Follow the sports link to the Game of the Week, and Bob will have the play-by-play for that one for you. Wellsville on top of Central Heights at the half, 24-7. Our Osage County Game of the Week is also a honey. Undefeated Linden at home against undefeated Pittsburgh Colgan. Colgan, of course, a perennial power in Class 2-1A football, and they are undefeated on the season, 3-0 in the district, as is Linden. That game at Linden tonight. Casey Weeder's there on 92.9 HD2 KMXN, and you can catch the Linden-Pittsburgh Colgan matchup. Other games around the area, West Franklin is at home tonight, looking for their 3rd win on the season as they take on Uniontown. Both teams are 0-1 in the 3A district. Anderson County is at Iola tonight. Anderson County picking up a win last week against Prairie View, while Iola lost to Fort Scott. Iola 1-6 on the season. Anderson County coming into tonight's action at 4-3. The other game in this 4A district, Baldwin on the road against Santa Fe Trail. The Bulldogs now 5-2 after their win last week over Ottawa, while Santa Fe Trail still winless at 0-7. Paola is at Spring Hill tonight in a 4A district matchup. Paola's 6-1, their lone loss to Eudora, 1-0 in the district, while Spring Hill is 3-4 on the season, 0-1 in district play. The other game in that district, Lewisburg at Osawatomie. Trojans 1-6, while the Wildcats, the defending 4A champions, are sitting at 3-4 on the season. 4A district, DeSoto at home tonight against Blue Valley Southwest. Both teams 1-0 in district play. DeSoto 5-2 overall, while Blue Valley Southwest is 2-5. The other game in that district, Bishop Ward, looking for its first win, is at St. James Academy. St. James Academy falling on hard times after a 3-0 start, now 3-4. They also lost in the opening round of district play last week. Bishop Ward is winless at 0-7. Other games, Burlingame is at Meridazine Valley in 8-man football tonight. Meridazine Valley 4-3, while Burlingame 3-4. And Osage City at 4-3 on the season, down at Burlington for a big 3A matchup. Both teams 1-0 in the district. Burlington Wildcats are 5-2 on the year. Here at the half, it's Eudora 29 and Ottawa 14. We'll be back with more after this 2-minute break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 Country KOFO.
An energy-efficient train system delivers heating, cooling, and beyond. So when your head hits the pillow, no matter the season, the conditions in your home will be perfect. And you won't have to worry about high energy costs. Because after all, your heating and cooling bill shouldn't prevent a good night's sleep.
Keep your family comfortable and well-rested with the help of Adamson Brothers and Train. Call them today at 242-9273.
It's hard to stop a train.
The staff at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home is there to serve you with care and professionalism, offering traditional funeral services, cremation services, and funeral pre-planning at a time that is always difficult, providing your family the world-class service the hometown folks like you deserve. The Lamb Roberts Funeral Home will help you personally design a meaningful celebration of remembrance. Call Greenwood Roberts Funeral Home in Overbrook or Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa and Baldwin to assist you in honoring your loved one's life.
Hi everyone, Rick Unia, sales manager at Advantage Ford. Advantage Ford is the newest area Ford dealership. You know the quality of the Ford vehicles, the cars, the trucks, the SUVs. Now it's time for us to prove to you that we're just as much quality as the vehicle that you're buying from us. With incredible deals and Ford incentives, Advantage Ford will do anything we possibly can to put you in a new or pre-owned vehicle that you deserve. Let us exceed your car buying expectations. Advantage Ford, 402 North Main in Ottawa.
After being with our bank for 10 years, they started charging us to use our debit cards.
Charging us to use our own money.
So we switched to Arvest Bank. Using their debit cards is free.
Just like the checking account, it's free too.
We can bank on our phone or online. Their branches are open from 7 to 7.
And Arvest's overdraft fee is about half what our old bank charged.
So we get free checking.
That's actually free.
Arvest Bank still has free checking, and you can too. Stop by a branch or sign up at arvest.com. $100 minimum to open, member FDIC.
29-14, Eudora has the lead at the half. Let's take a look at the Cyclone and OU football and other sports calendars, actually the sports calendar for this week. OHS volleyball is at home for their sub-state tomorrow. The Lady Cyclones are the number 2 seed in that tournament. We want you to get on out and support Ottawa High as they look to advance to the state volleyball tournament out in Salina. That starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And again, the Cyclones, the number 2 seed, hosting the sub-state here at home. And cross country is hosting the regional cross country meet tomorrow as well, and that's out at the cross country course just south of Interstate 35 on Eisenhower Road. That gets underway at 4 o'clock. And go out and support the Cyclone Harriers also in the regional cross country meet. Soccer regional pairings will be announced tomorrow. Ottawa will play either Monday or Tuesday in the first round of the boys soccer regional, and Ottawa High football, of course, next week. Cyclones are on the road at Santa Fe Trail to complete the regular season. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 for pregame here on 1220 Country. On the OU sports calendar this week, of course, we have Braves football against the Sterling Warriors tomorrow night at 6 o'clock from Peoples Bank Field. Braves coming in undefeated in the KCAC, have moved their record to 5-2 overall, 5-0 in conference play, and Sterling 4-3 on the season and 4-1 in the conference. So a big game for Ottawa tomorrow. Homecoming from Peoples Bank Field, 6 o'clock kickoff. Our pregame on KOFO 515 with Bob Johnson and Casey Weeder. Ottawa University volleyball is at home tomorrow against the Bethany Swedes. I believe that is I want to say that is a 2 o'clock start. It may be a 1 o'clock start. We'll try to check that for you. And on Monday, OU volleyball will be on the road. They'll be at St. Mary. Men's and women's soccer tomorrow is up at the University of St. Mary in Leavenworth, and they'll also be on the road on Wednesday. And the big rivalry matchup for both the men and the women, they take on highly ranked Kansas Wesleyan out in Salina. And that is your Ottawa High School and Ottawa University calendar for the week. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout with Eudora on top here at intermission. 29-14. You are listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 Country KOFO.
After an accident, you want to know that your car will be repaired properly, and you'd like to be back driving that vehicle as quickly as possible. Call the collision repair experts at CarStar at 242-8916. CarStar in downtown Ottawa has the most trained shop around and even recently received the Presidential Platinum Award voted by their customers. They will get your repair done on time, and they'll guarantee their repair with a nationwide lifetime warranty. So if you find yourself in an accident, call CarStar at 242-8916.
Bones Transportation, proud to be a sponsor of Ottawa High School football on KOFO tonight. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. KOFO is pleased to bring you local sports as it happens on KOFO and invites you to also tune in for the latest news and weather every day. Plus, be sure and check out the KOFO website at KOFO.com for current obituaries, county and city commission meetings, what's happening on the police scanner, and so much more. KOFO 1220 Country.
I could give you many reasons why you should shop at Country Mart in Ottawa, but one of the main reasons is because of what Gary and Cindy Jones give back to our community. The Ottawa Country Mart is always supporting area organizations and activities, always sponsoring community events and giving scholarships to area students. Yes, you can buy groceries other places in Ottawa, but will you find the community support that you find at Ottawa Country Mart? Country Mart, your locally owned hometown grocery store in South Ottawa.
Carswell Automotive is Franklin County's only certified auto repair shop. What's that mean to you? That means that you'll have the peace of mind knowing that all the work completed on your vehicle at Carswell Automotive comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide guarantee. Carswell Automotive is also an Automotive Service Association member and adheres to a strict code of ethics. So when you bring your vehicle in for repair, you can be assured that you will receive quality work at a reasonable price. Carswell Automotive, where quality is their specialty, at 2146 South Elm Street.
Both teams back out for their stretching before we get started for the second half. Let's recap the scoring for you. Chris Pyle with a couple of touchdown runs for Eudora, one of 83 yards on the second play from scrimmage. Pyle also with a 95-yard run on the final play of the first period, and unofficially he has 286 yards here at the half. Gabe Cleveland on a 3-yard run. That was sandwiched in between the two Pyle touchdown runs, and Eudora led 22-0 at the end of one quarter. Ottawa got a 22-yard interception return by Ryan Maxwell for a touchdown. Caden Schaefer with a 2-point conversion catch on a pass from Connor Geddert. And then Derek Webb went in from 15 yards out midway through the second period. Ottawa got a score following a bad snap on a punt. And Geddert found Maxwell from 10 yards away. The 2-point conversion pass failed. And our score heading into the third quarter, Eudora 29, Ottawa 14. Let's pause for 1 minute. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy offers so many services, one would wonder why you would even consider going anyplace else. As your local hometown pharmacy, they have free testing meters available, and they will even bring your medications to your door, including diabetic supplies. Kramer Pharmacy, personal services #1. Stop by and visit their pharmacist if you have questions. Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa, and they accept Medicare.
This is Sharon Haney, mortgage originator with People's Bank. Buying or refinancing? You can count on me to deliver a quality mortgage experience. My commitment to you is to help you find the most sensible mortgage solution possible for your unique situation. At People's Bank, we grow home loans. Take advantage of my many years in mortgage lending and let's find the perfect loan for you. Give me, Sharon Haney, a call when you're ready to buy or refinance. 242-2900. That's 242-2900. People's, the home of banking unusual, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Captains will meet at the 50-yard line as Ottawa has the option here to start the third quarter. Geddert, Meechin, Maxwell, and Lutz, all seniors, are the squad captains for the Cyclones. Webb and Seawright, the captain for Coach Craig Webb and the Eudora Cardinals. So Ottawa will get the second half kickoff. They're going to move left to right as we see it. Again, 29-14 the score. We do have a score from the Osage County game of the week. Pittsburgh Colgan on top of Linden at halftime. That score 17-0. And the halftime score from Wellsville. We'll try to get updated on that for you here sometime soon. Eagles on top of Central Heights, 24-7. High school football scoreboard show comes your way at 10 o'clock tonight. And don't forget the Kent Kessinger show each Tuesday night here on 1220 Country. That begins at 7:06 live from Drivers. Bob Johnson talks to Coach Kessinger about the previous OU game and previews the upcoming game at 7 o'clock, 7:06 rather, on Tuesday night, live from Drivers in North Ottawa. The Kent Kessinger show here on KOFO. Bagwell will tee it up. Graff and Oliver are back deep for the Cyclones. Line drive kick. That'll be fielded by Zach Dillard at the 27. Dillard reverses his field. Finds a bit of an opening into the 35-40, 45-50. He's into Eudora territory and all the way to the 43-yard line. The sophomore Zach Dillard with a 30-yard kickoff return, and Ottawa has good field position to start this opening drive of the second half. Good receivers each side. Oliver's in the backfield with Geddert. Yeah, handoff to Oliver off the left side, and not much there, maybe a half a yard. Ottawa's been unable to move the football on the ground successfully. Just one pretty good game by Oliver. That's been about it. Let's call it 2nd and 10. All the Eudora 43. Again, Twins each direction. Gettert, low snap, but comes up with it. Now has to roll right. He's going to be hit from behind and dropped. And that was Greg Snell coming from his line spot. And he stopped Gettert for a 7-yard loss on the sack. 3rd down, 17. Again, twin receivers each side. Gettert to throw across the middle, has Maxwell. Maxwell gets yardage down to the 39, but it's far short of the first down. There's that little slant pattern to Maxwell. It's worked pretty well here this evening. Ottawa has a 4th down and 6. And it looks like the Cyclones will go for it. Maxwell and Schaefer left, Graff and Meechin right. Gettert, straight drop, looks across the middle, has Schaefer. The pass was broken up though. Cleveland was able to get there and break up the pass, and it looked as though the timing was either perfect or just a touch early, but no flag. So Eudora takes over on downs at their own 39.5, 9:50 to play, 3rd period. Cardinals on top, 29-14. Power I formation. And off Chris Pyle up the middle, finds a hold, and picks up about 9, and very close to the first down yardage at the 49. Second down and 1. Eudora will run the power I. Pyle again off the right guard, has the first down into Ottawa territory at the 49. Clint Spears made the Ottawa tackle. But Eudora moves the sticks, 1st and 10 in Ottawa territory. It's the 49-yard line. Handoff straight up the middle to Cleveland, and Cleveland gets it across the 45 down to the 42. Cord Ferguson made the hit. The gain of 7 on first down. Bagwell goes right, C right left. Keeping his Webb. Gets it across the 40. May have a first down. Fumble on the play. And the Cyclones have recovered. So Corey Peoples with the fumble recovery. Second turnover of the evening against Eudora. And Ottawa has it at its own 39-yard line. Ottawa will go for the shotgun formation. Oliver with the handoff, cuts it against the grain to the 45. Oliver gets to the 46. He was trying to do just a little bit too much right there. If he just kept going straight up the field, he would have picked up more yardage. But in the way it stands, he picks up nearly 7. Let's call it 2nd and 4 at the 46. Oliver once again, that one went nowhere. They tried the same play, and it was sniffed out from the word go by Matthew Gadberry. Loss of 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Schaefer and Oliver in the backfield with Gettert. Gettert to throw. Looks, throws, has a man. It's Meechin, but he dropped it. It was a little behind him, and it was not an easy catch, but Meechin would have had the first down had he come up with it. So 4th down, and Gettert will punt it away. Webb will drop back deep for Eudora. Good snap. Gettert gets a kick off the side of his foot. That's a bad kick right there. And it's going to go out of bounds at around the 36, 37-yard line. That's just a 19-yard kick. There was nobody back. There was a good opportunity for Ottawa to pin Eudora deep, and instead the Cardinals have good field position at their own 37. Inside 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Eudora on top of Ottawa 29-14. Cardinals will work from the Wildcat formation. Pyle with the direct snap off the right side and gets 2, maybe 3, and there's a late flag thrown into the fray. Pyle picked up 3 on the carry. Flag will be a face mask against Ottawa. That'll tack 15 more on. Ball in Ottawa territory now at the 45, 1st and 10. Quick hitter to Pyle, has some room, gets it inside the 35, has a first down to about the 32. Does not take much for Chris Pyle to find an opening, and then he is so quick. He's into the secondary before you know it. Time Cleveland is the lone setback. He gets the handoff off the right guard, and he gets a yard or 2 down to the 31. Second down 8. High school football scoreboard show comes your way tonight at 10 o'clock with your host Eric Peterson. Two receivers left, 2 right. Hand off Pyle right up the middle, and nothing there for him this time. He gets a yard maybe to the 30. Kelvin Harrell was in on the tackle. Third and 7 at the Cyclone 30-yard line. Ottawa should be alive for that quarterback keeper right here. Oh, and the ball's fumbled by Webb on the snap. But the Eudora player was able to cover it up. It'll be 4th down. Back outside the 30, 4th and 8. Eudora will go for it. And now whistle timeout called for by the Cardinals. 4:36 to play here in the third period. The score, Eudora 29, Ottawa 14. And we're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
People you know, community people you know, community people.
Need a gift in a hurry? Graduations, weddings, retirements, or new babies? Those are all special occasions that deserve a special gift. Purchase a Visa gift card from the Kansas State Bank, accepted by Visa merchants nationwide. Kansas State Bank, building friends, families, and futures. Member FDIC.
Community people.
When a business has been locally owned and operated since 1956, you know it's reliable. That's what you get with Ottawa Sanitation. Providing reliable customer service, all types of trash hauling, household polycarts, and roll-off containers from 1 to 42 yards. Ottawa Sanitation also offers recycling services, accepting Visa, MasterCards, and checks by phone. They're so reliable, I'm surprised it's not in their name. The reliable Ottawa Sanitation, serving Ottawa and all the surrounding communities. Call 242-3227 to get set up.
4th down, 8 for Eudora at the Cyclone 30-yard line, and the Cardinals will go for it here. Hand off the Pile off the left side, breaks a tackle, fighting forward, and he got the first down, it would appear, just inside the 23, and that was second and third effort right there by Chris Pyle, who quite frankly should have been stopped short. All they ran was a straight handoff to Pyle, and Ottawa couldn't stop it. And to 3, Wellsville on top of Central Heights, 32-7. Other scores in the other district game tonight: Baldwin leads Santa Fe Trail 28-6. First and 10, Eudora at the Ottawa 23. Keeping his Webb off the right side, had a blocker in front of him, got it down to the 15. And that is another play that Ottawa has been unable to stop this evening. Blue Valley Southwest on top of DeSoto tonight, 17-0. Lewisburg is all over Osawatomie at the half, 45-0. Halftime score: Colgan over Linden, 17-0, and Paola beating Spring Hill tonight, 35-7 at Spring Hill. Second down, 3. Pitchback goes to Pyle off the left side, hit behind the line, and stopped for no gain. Clint Spears came up from his linebacker spot to make the initial hit. Will actually be about a half-yard loss. Third down, and let's call it a short 3. Think of it as previously a second and 2. Bagwell, the lone wide receiver. Soto will go with the power I formation in the backfield. Hand off Pyle, and he moves the Pile forward, but does not pick up the first down, it would appear. Stopped about a yard short. So 4th down and 1. Clock is running, 2:44 to play, third period. Eudora leads Ottawa 29-14. Cyclones defense needs a stop right here. In power I formation, Gadberry is in the backfield along with Cleveland and Pyle. And an early snap, and that may have been a false start. So false start against Eudora. Now 4th and 6 back at the 19. Next week, Ottawa at Santa Fe Trail, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 for pregame here on KOFO. Single receivers each side. Back to throw. Webb under pressure, throws it out the flat, has a man open. It's Cleveland, and Cleveland has the first down to the 5-yard line. Oh, man, Schaefer and Peoples were all over Derek Webb, but Cleveland was left all alone out in the flat, made the catch, and got it all the way down to the 6. First and goal at that point. Hill's in the backfield now as the up back. Hand off to Pyle off the left side. Inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 4. Minute 30 to play in the third quarter. Webb looks over the defense, hands it off to Pyle off the right side, and Corey Peoples came from behind and dropped Pyle for a loss back to the 5. It'll bring up a third down and goal. Ball game at this juncture. You want to keep Eudora out of the end zone if at all possible. Webb on third down. We'll hand it off to Cleveland, and Cleveland will get down to the 3 and not anymore. In fact, they'll actually get to spot him at the 4. Eudora can let the clock run out if they want to, and that's appears to be what they're going to do. The clock will run out here in the third period, and the score at the end of 3 is Eudora 29, Ottawa 14. Back with the fourth quarter of play in 1 minute. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 Country KOFO.
Sharon Kearney of Baldwin recently found out what customer service is all about when she purchased her new car at Southstar Chrysler in Ottawa.
Patrick was awesome. He was very professional, asked us what we were looking for.
And when she found the right car, it got even better.
He explained everything to us about the vehicle clearly so that we understood.
Would she buy again from Southstar Chrysler?
We plan on in the future getting a truck from them.
Stop by Southstar Chrysler in Ottawa today and experience the same quality customer service when you buy your new car or truck.
Your home is your castle, and you need to take care of that castle, no matter how big or small it is. So when it's time to call an electrician, why not choose the best? Call the professionals at Performance Electric. They offer service jobs. Maybe you have a remodel, an addition you need to have rewired. Or maybe you have a large farm job and need a large bucket truck. They can do that too. The licensed electricians at Performance Electric can get in, get your job done quickly and correctly. Give them a call today. Performance Electric, 242-5748.
3 quarters in the books. Eudora on top, 29-14. The Cardinals have it 4th and goal at the Cyclone 4-yard line. Tomorrow evening we have Ottawa University football for you as the Braves take on the Sterling Warriors. 6 o'clock kickoff, 5:15 pregame here on 1220 Country. Cardinals come up 4th down and goal. Cleveland behind Webb. Rolling out is Webb. He'll look to run it, and he's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown. And Ottawa should have had an idea that was coming. So the Cardinals convert 3 4th downs on that drive, including the touchdown. They'll go for 2. And off the Pyle off the left side, and he will get in for the 2-point conversion. Timeout on the field with 11:55 to play. The score, Eudora 37, Ottawa 14. Back with a kickoff in 30 seconds You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 Country KOFO.
October is now Anytober at Subway. Every day, all month long, any regular footlong is a $5 footlong starting at 7 a.m. Any regular footlong, from the steak, egg, and cheese to the mouth-watering turkey breast.
Prices and participation may vary, plus tax are applicable. Excludes premium sandwiches. Additional charge for extras. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
63-yard drive for Eudora. Derek Webb with his second touchdown run of the night. Oliver and Graff back deep for the Cyclones. Bagwell to kick it away. And the kick will be fielded by Graff at the 18. Taylor Graff to the 25, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, gets it out to the 29, maybe the 30. And the Cyclones will start there on their first possession of the fourth period. Scoreless third quarter, but on the first play from scrimmage in the fourth quarter, Eudora goes in at the 63-yard drive. High formation in the backfield. Rolling out is Gettert, looking to throw, throws and has Maxwell, and Maxwell was out of bounds when he made the catch. Second and 10 Cyclones. I want to wish our best to the Lady Cyclone volleyball team and also the Cyclone cross-country runners. Upstate for volleyball tomorrow at Ottawa High, getting underway at 2 o'clock. Blitz being shown. Gettert to throw across the middle and has his man. Graff made the catch, but he had to go to the ground to make the play. Now, let's say he did not make the catch, so third down. And the cross-country meet at 4 o'clock tomorrow out at the OHS cross-country facility out there south of Interstate 35 on Eisenhower Road. So get on out and support the Cyclone cross-country runners in their regional meet. 3rd and 10 Ottawa. Again, blitz being shown up the middle, and Gettert under pressure, and throws incomplete, intended for Graff. Gettert was pretty much a sitting duck right there for Gadberry. They maybe got a shoulder pad on him, but that was about it. So fourth down, and Ottawa will have to punt. Webb is the deep man. Gettert's last punt was not a good one. He'd had a couple of very fine ones earlier. Gettert under a rush, gets the kick away, line drive kick, wobbly kick, will take a sideways roll, now a cyclone roll down to the 31-yard line. So that will be a kick of 40 yards with no return. 11:26 to play in the football game, and Eudora on top of Ottawa 37-14. Cardinals are on the road at Baldwin, and most likely that's going to decide the district champion. But if the scores hold up, both Eudora and Baldwin will go to the playoffs. Wildcat formation. Pyle on the direct snap. Will take it off the left side. Gets it across the 35 and is smothered there after a gain of about 4. Hayden Schaefer made the tackle. Maxwell comes this way as a receiver, as does Cleveland. Webb under center with Pyle behind him. Handoff, Pyle off the left guard, has an opening, now takes it to the outside, and it's a foot race down the sidelines, and Corey Peoples will grab him, and that'll be a horse collar tackle. Pyle got yardage all the way down to the 28-yard line, and they're going to tack on more after the penalty. Eudora coming to the line quickly, but they're going to have to wait. A 37-yard run by Pyle, who's had a big night. Horse collar against Ottawa. That'll be a half the distance penalty. And it'll push it inside the 15. First and 10, Eudora at the Cyclone 14-yard line. Gadberry now is the up back. Handoff, Pyle hit the backfield. James Peoples will drop Pyle for a loss. Peoples broke through that time and loss of 3 on the play. Two receivers left, one right this time. Cleveland right up the middle, and Cleveland gets inside the 15, back near the original line of scrimmage, maybe down to the 13-yard line. Clock runs, 9:39 to play in the football game. Eudora 37, Ottawa 14. Wins to the far side. Keeping his Webb off the left side, and this time Ottawa reads it a little better. And a couple of yards for Webb down to about the 12, where it'll be 4th down and 8. Ottawa was unable to stop Eudora on that last drive on 4th down. Let's see if the Cyclones stop them here. 4th down, 8. And off the Pyle off the right side, and he will not get the first down. Stopped it around the 7. So Ottawa will stop Eudora on downs this time, but they'll have a long field ahead of them. .32 to go. Final home game for the seniors here tonight. Ottawa comes up 1st and 10. They'll send Maxwell left, Raff and Meechin right. Gettert looks to throw across the middle, and the pass is incomplete. It was intended for Ryan Maxwell, but a flag thrown by the back judge, and that'll be interference. Interference called against Eudora, so 15-yard mark-off gets the Cyclones out of the shadow of their own end zone. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. Gettert throws out in the flat for Graff, who makes the catch, and Taylor fights his way forward for about 5 yards out to the 28. Nobody was on Graff, and so that was a predetermined call. Gettert to work from the shotgun with Schaefer to his left and Oliver to his right. And early movement by the left side of the line for Eudora. And the 5-yard mark off gives Ottawa a first down at the 33. Receivers this side. And off goes to Oliver. Oliver across the 35, picks up about 5 out to the 38. Twins come each side. Gettert, straight drop, looks across the middle, throws deep down the field, and overthrows Ryan Maxwell, his intended receiver. Check that, Taylor Graff was the intended receiver. Third down 5 for the Cyclones. They trail 37-14 with 7:04 to play in the game. Showing blitz. Here they come. Gettert to throw. Has Maxwell, but pass was thrown to the outside, and Maxwell was going to the inside. Gettert was under pressure, went down as he threw. And it'll be 4th and 5, and Ottawa will kick it. Gettert gets the kick away to the far side and out of bounds. Again, kind of went off the side of his foot, it appeared, but the referee will move up and mark it at the 21. But the 41-yard kick, no return. And with 6:15 to go, Eudora has the football, leading by 23. Baldwin was ahead of Santa Fe Trail 28-6. That was the score they beat Ottawa by last week. That score holds up, and this one does. It'll be Baldwin and Eudora at Baldwin next week for a district championship. Wellsville looking to move its record to 2-0 in the district and 8-0 overall. They've led at the end of 3 quarters at home against Central Heights 32-7. And off Chris Pyle off the left side, and Pyle has first down yardage, and Caden Schaefer finally gets him down from behind, but not until he crosses the 35 out to the 36. Try to get you an exact unofficial yardage for Pyle. He had 286 unofficially. Our thanks to Greg Mass from the Ottawa Herald for providing that information for us at halftime. But Pyle's had a couple of nice runs here in the second half. He's got to be up around 350 yards. the shotgun. It's Webb keeping this time, and Webb out to the 40, still on his feet to the 41. A nice run by the senior quarterback. Gain of 5, second down 5. Webb in the shotgun. To his right is Pyle. Flag thrown, and there was one of the offensive linemen that moved. Back to the original line of scrimmage, second down 10. Single receivers each side. And off to Pyle. And Pyle gets a yard, maybe 2. Third down 9. Clock inside, 5 minutes to play. Webb out of the shotgun. Hands off to Pyle once again, and Pyle gets out to the 43, but he's short of the first down. Corey Peoples had the initial hit, got help from Ford Ferguson. Fourth down and 3. And Eudora's going to go for it. And off Pyle. Moves the Pyle forward. May have the first down. Yes, he does. Out to the 48. Last couple of weeks, Ottawa had done a good job of stopping teams on fourth down. Tonight, Eudora has had the Cyclones' number. Power I formation now. Pyle once again right up the middle. Fights forward for about 7 to the 45. Now at 3:30 to play, you have to wonder if Greg Webb might get some of his starters out of the ball game. He's got a big game coming up next Thursday night. I think I've been saying it's Friday night next week. It's actually next Thursday night, final game of the regular season for all of these lower classification teams, 4A down through 8-man. So our game will be next Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And a whistle and a timeout call for by the Cardinals with 3:06 to play. They lead at 37-14, and we're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
Lovemark Diamonds are the world's first and only diamond computer designed for maximum light performance. It has measured beauty you can actually see. The Lovemark Diamond is so unique, it's patented. When picking out a diamond, whether it's for popping the question or to say how much you love her, why not give her what she deserves? A Lovemark Diamond from Sutton's Jewelry. Sutton's Jewelry, the home of the Lovemark Diamond, open 10 to 6 Tuesday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in downtown Ottawa.
Great news! Now through October 31st, Adams & Brothers can install a qualifying, high-efficiency Trane heating and cooling system in your home, and you receive free 36-month financing on your purchase. Quality, comfort, and convenience, all from Adams & Brothers. Start saving on your heating and cooling bills today with the new high-efficiency Trane system from Adams & Brothers in Ottawa. Call today to schedule your free in-home comfort consultation with Adams & Brothers at 785-242-9273.
Second down and 3 for Eudora. They still have Webb in the ball game. They still have Pyle in the ball game, but Marcus Hill is the up back now. And off Pyle, and he's close to the first down at the 43, maybe the 42. Let's see where they spot him. And it will be enough for the first down. They'll spot him inside the 42. So the clock will run 2:47 to play in the football game. Inside handoff to Hill, and he has a nice hole and picks up yardage down to the 30-yard line. There's a flag thrown. Couple of flags thrown, and before they threw that, might be more likely to be a hold, but we'll take a look. We'll have to wait and see. No, it's a personal foul, face mask against Ottawa. Mark Bergen can't be happy with that. It's several personal foul penalties against his team tonight. Eudora has made their share of mistakes. They've turned the ball over twice. They've also had a punt blocked and had to fall on a ball deep in their own territory on a bad snap on a punt. But Ottawa has not had any answer defensively tonight. And the clock runs with 2:15 to go. First and 10 at the Cyclone 14-yard line. Pyle off the left side, his the line of scrimmage, stopped for no gain. Now 45 minutes from now, the high school football scoreboard show comes your way on KOFO. Second down, 9. And off left side to Pyle, trying to get somewhere, and won't get back to the line of scrimmage, it doesn't appear. Loss on the play of 1, third down and 10. And for the life of me, I don't know why you would not get your starters out of this ball game at this point. And whistles. Timeout will be called for by Eudora. And we'll take the timeout with them. 46 seconds to play. The score is Eudora 37, Ottawa 14. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High School football on KOFO.
The staff at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home is there to serve you with care and professionalism, offering traditional funeral services, cremation services, and funeral pre-planning at a time that is always difficult, providing your family the world-class service the hometown folks like you deserve. The Lamb Roberts Funeral Home will help you personally design a meaningful celebration of remembrance. Call Greenwood Roberts Funeral Home in Overbrook or Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa and Baldwin to assist you in honoring your loved one's life.
We are your sports source for East Central Kansas, where keeping you informed comes first. KOFO Ottawa.
Eudora using a timeout with 46 seconds to play in this one. Unless they're planning on taking a knee, I have to question that. And off to Cleveland, and Cleveland has yardage down to the 6. It'll be 4th down and about 3. Clock running inside 25 seconds. And Eudora's going to run another play. Keeping his Webb, and he did not get the first down. So that'll stop the clock with just under 5 seconds to go. And quite frankly, that serves Eudora right. They had their starters in a 23-point lead inside 30 seconds to go, and they are still trying to score. You can only get 13 points out of a district win. They lead by 23. Made no sense to do that. And it's a questionable sportsmanlike situation right there. Getter looking over to the sidelines. He needs another player. Ryan Maxwell will come in. And Getter will just take a knee. He will let the clock run out. And I have a funny feeling that if we talk to Mark Bergen about this next week, he's not going to be very happy with the way that all turned out. Final score here from Steve Grogan Stadium, Eudora 37 and Ottawa 14. Back to wrap things up in 2 minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 Country, KOFO.
I wish these dogs would sleep in for once. They wake up so early.
Know what else is early that we all need to wake up to? Medicare open enrollment.
How early?
Starts October 15th this year and ends on December 7th.
So it's time to review my health and prescription drug coverage.
If you're happy with your old Medicare plan, you don't need to do a thing. Or you might find a new plan with better coverage, higher quality, or less cost. You won't know unless you take a look.
Medicare open enrollment starts earlier this year. It's October 15th through December 7th. Call 1-800-MEDICARE or visit Medicare.gov to compare and review Medicare plans.
Medicare gives you free cancer screenings, free annual wellness visits, and a 50% discount on brand-name prescription drugs when you're in the donut hole. It's all part of the healthcare law.
Medicare open enrollment ends on December 7th. Learn more at 1-800-MEDICARE or Medicare.gov. A message from Medicare and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
It's Macy's One-Day Sale Saturday. Save 50% on select men's outerwear, 30 to 50% plus an extra 15% on fine jewelry, and 60% on the entire stock of pillows. Save 50 to 80% on clearance sportswear, dresses, home, and more. Plus, take 15% off select regular and sale prices store-wide. Macy's One-Day Sale Saturday. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices, exclusion applies. See store for details.
Oh, yeah. You remember the fall of 75?
Yeah, we don't really either.
But no one's going to forget the fall of up to 75% off. Old Navy's Fall Wholesale is the perfect time to stock up on fall style with Remo deals on sweaters, graphic tees, knits, and pants. Your fall family faves up to 75% off. Imagine a groovy fall makeover for next to nothing. Can you dig it? The fall of 75% off is going to be fall-tabulous. The Old Navy Fall Wholesale going on now through Sunday, only at Old Navy. It's the only select styles only while supplies last.
Ottawa falls to Eudora tonight, 37-14. Just too much Chris Pyle for the most part, although Gabe Cleveland and Derek Webb also had good games for Eudora. Unofficially, Pyle was over 400 yards on the night. He had 2 touchdown runs, one of 83 yards, one of 95 yards. Derek Webb with a couple of touchdown runs, a 15 and 4, and Gabe Cleveland with a 3-yard touchdown run also. Ottawa's scores, Ryan Maxwell picking up both of them, one on defense. He intercepted a pass, returned it 22 yards for a touchdown, and also he caught a touchdown pass from Connor Geddard from 10 yards out. Cyclones fall to 1-7 on the season, while Eudora goes into their final next Thursday night with a 7-1 record. Again, the final here tonight from Steve Grogan Stadium, Eudora 37, Ottawa 14. This is Gary Bateman saying so long.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone football from your sports source for East Central Kansas. Tonight's game was brought to you by Adamson Brothers, Advantage Ford, Arvest Bank, Phones Transportation, CarStar, Country Mart, Dale's Body Shop, Kramer Pharmacy, Carswell Automotive, Kansas State Bank, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa Sanitation, People's Bank, Performance Electric, South Star Chrysler, Sutton's Jewelry, Baldwin State Bank, and Subway. For more information about our next Ottawa Cyclone broadcast, go online to the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, 1220 Country KOFO.
Attention homeowners, put down the pigskin. Lawn season is not over. Fall is when your lawn needs food to build its roots. That's why fall is the best time to feed. And Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard is the food it wants. Winter Guard gives grass a deep turf builder feeding, creating stronger roots for a stronger lawn. I repeat, put down the pigskin and pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard. Then pass the nachos. That concludes this Lawn Desk Alert. More details at scotts.com.
Ready to finish your degree? DeVry University is ready to help. We have bachelor's degree programs and specializations covering 34 growing career fields. We'll help you transfer up to 80 qualifying credit hours and evaluate financing options, including scholarships. So whether you take classes online or at one of our 2 convenient Kansas City locations, we'll help keep you on the path to the degree and career you really want. Learn more at DeVry.edu.